What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. We are here because Lala did an Amazon live where moments before that, she announced that she was pregnant with baby number 2 and then got to sit down and do a Q&A with Amazon, and it was so wholesome. It was so sweet. I love getting to see her pregnant with baby number 2. She is so excited. I know Ocean's excited, and I cannot wait to share this with you all. So make sure to like this video, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel with notifications set to all so you can get notified every time I post a video or go live. All right, guys, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it.
Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, we're back on Amazon Live, except I'm here live in studios for the first time. I've never been to the Amazon Live studios. I'm in New York. I'm feeling a lot of emotions. I have done, I think, 1, maybe 2 Amazon Lives where I have known that I am pregnant. And I have to be honest, keeping it from you guys was like the hardest thing ever, because I feel like every time we do this Amazon Live thing, right? Like, obviously we love to shop, but I honestly feel like I'm hanging out with a bunch of people that are like my friends in my community. So to not be able to share, because I overshare on Amazon Live, to not be able to share with you guys that I'm expecting my second baby, that was really, really hard. And because I love you guys so much and I want you to be on this journey with me from beginning to end, I want to show you, I'm going to get emotional, I think. Sorry. I'm really happy today. I want to show you the first picture that I've seen of my baby, the sonogram. So I literally just got this taken. What I've gathered from the sonogram is my baby does have a very, very cute nose. So that has carried over from me to Ocean to the new baby. The lips are cute, but most importantly, this was my first trimester appointment, and the baby looks really, really healthy. And I don't know the gender yet, but the doctor made a funny joke and said, the brain looks awesome, which means it couldn't possibly be a boy. That gave me a good laugh. I've noticed on my social media, a lot of people have been wondering, who is the baby daddy? And I just want to say the best part about my baby daddy is that he does not exist. I have been pretty open about wanting to really have full control of, I guess not my child, but having them around me all the time. I went through a really hard time with my past and just with Ocean, and I will say my heart will always be up for grabs. I believe in love. I know that I will find love again, but for me, my child will never be up for grabs again. Thank you. I have a crew here, you guys. This is wild. They're usually on the other side of the computer, and I only hear voices, but we've got the Amazon Live team. We got my mama here. I'm so excited. Hi, Mom. So the donor that I chose, I just knew the moment that his profile popped up. Everyone asked me, what are you looking for in your donor? And I said, I'll know what I'm looking for when I find it. And I did see a headline that did me dirty, and it said, Lala Kent said that looks and intelligence were not important to her when looking for a donor. What I meant was, well, I think we all know why I said looks weren't important, all right? Can I just say it? Look at my ex, okay? It was not like, looks were not important, and my first child's freaking gorgeous. So looks were not important to me, all right? Can I just say that? When it came to intelligence, I did not need them to have like a PhD and they had graduated from like Yale and Harvard and Stanford and all the things. It was like street smarts are the most important, and obviously I'm the mom, so they're gonna get the street smarts. So the moment that this donor popped up, I was like, that is my baby daddy. And I think about this often because I'm sure people are going to wonder, like, what are you gonna say if the child asks, like, where is my dad? And I never expected to be raising not 1, but 2 children in the type of household that I'm in. I always say I'm raising my daughter, Ocean, and I'll be raising this new baby with my mom. My mom is a tremendous help, and she helps co-parent, but I have a pod around me. I say we're like a pod of orcas. No one ever leaves the pod. We just keep adding to it. And it may not look normal to most people, but Ocean and this child, they're going to be surrounded by so much love. And I think that the word dad is an honor and a privilege, and that word is not just something that should be handed out. And there are so many men in Ocean's life that will be in this baby's life that truly have taken on the role of a dad, and not because I've asked them to, but because they've just really stepped up to the plate. So I don't worry about those things at all. I've realized that all a child needs is to be surrounded with a lot of love. And sorry. Both of my kids are gonna have that. Plus I have all of you guys too, and you guys have been so amazing. You've been amazing when I was pregnant with Ocean, when I went through a really tough time, when I've gone through beautiful times. You guys have really shown me so much love and support, and I'm just not worried about anything. I can honestly say at this point in my life, I'm so freaking happy. And just seeing that picture of my baby, like that I'm growing, it's weird to think I'm like growing a brain inside my body right now. That's pretty incredible. I'm just really, really happy and excited to share this experience with you guys. So there's my very long-winded, I get sidetracked, I'm a rambler. But now I want to answer your guys' questions. So please make sure you write into the chat. I'm sure you have all the questions. Also, I will be taking advice. I always tell people, do not take advice from anybody about parenting who just freely gives you the advice, right? Unless you ask for it, like, don't take it. I'm asking you what to expect with a second child, because Stassi Schroeder has terrified me. She said, this is no joke, girl. 2 is no joke. So I've been preparing myself, and I think Ocean will be a big help. Don't you think, Mom?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another very popular question on my Instagram, you guys, is who was the first person that I told in my friend group? So the first person that I told over the phone, I had dinner with Stassi the night before I took the test, and I took the test on December 22nd. That was not the plan. The plan was to take the first test in Palm Springs right before Christmas, and like Scheana was gonna be in Palm Springs, and I like had this whole thing in my head. But I'm like, if I get a negative test, I'm gonna be pretty bummed. So I'm just gonna take it on my own and work through the emotions if it's negative. So the night before I took the test, I went to dinner with Stas, and she was like, let's take the test tonight. I was like, I could never do that to my mom. So we aborted that idea. And on the 22nd, when the 2 lines popped up, I obviously told my mom and Easton, my brother. I immediately told Jess, who you guys know. She's my brain, also known as the assistant. And then I called Stassi. And then the first person that I told in person was Scheana, because it was really important for me to tell Scheana in person. And I knew that I was spending Christmas with her. That was really hard to not call her on the phone or send her the pregnancy test, like a picture of it. But I wanted to like be face to face with her because I knew she'd give me the best Scheana hug, and she did. All my questions are down here, y'all, so that's where I'm looking. Ideally, how many kids would you like to have, or do you want to stop after this one? I feel like I need to get through this one. I feel like if it's a girl, then I'm going to take another whack at it for the boy. But then I don't know, because if it's a boy, then you've got the perfect family, and it's like, but what's one more, you know? Plus with a donor, I don't mean to overshare, but I have a lot of vials, if you catch my drift, that could go to good use. WK, my friend. WK always comes in hot, and I love it. How did Ocean react, and does she understand? My kid's a genius, you guys. She understands everything, which is a blessing and a curse. I didn't tell her in some like big, huge way. That's one thing that I was nervous about posting the picture, is I always want Ocean to know, because this is going to be a different experience for her. There's going to be a new baby in the home, which she's going to love. But I also think she's going to be confused when she has to go to the other house and this baby gets to stay with mom all the time. And she just seems like the type of kid who's very curious and has a lot of questions. So I'm going to shower her with a lot of love. So I was nervous to tell her, and I told her in a very easy way. She was like wanting to climb all over me. And, oh, that picture. And I just said, you know, you have to be careful because mama has a baby in her belly. She goes, oh, you have a baby in your belly? Let me see. And now she asks me all the time, do you have a baby in your belly, Mom? And I say, yeah, Mama has a baby in her belly. And then she tells me that she does not have one in her belly. And I tell her, that is correct. But I try to say to her, like, this is our baby. This is going to be your baby too. Like, it's not just mine. I don't want her to ever feel like she's being replaced. I mean, I don't know. This is all new to me. And I struggle with, like, is it possible to love your second baby as much as you love your first? Because the amount of love I have for Ocean, I'm like, how could I possibly love anybody or anything more than I love Ocean Kent. And I'm sure that I'll love this baby just as much. But it does seem crazy to think like, do I have that much love inside of me? Because I remember giving birth to Ocean being like, whoa, I don't even know how to process this kind of love. I just sobbed 24/7. This is so inspirational. Excuse me. You're going to be the best mom, and it's so nice to see you going at it alone. Thank you. I really don't feel alone in any sense of the word. And even though, like, technically I'm considered a single mom, I do not feel like a single parent at all. I feel like I'm surrounded by so much support, and I think that's a huge reason why I felt that I could do this alone. Because someone told me it's easy to be alone when you're not alone. Your pod is strong, so cool, you are with your family. I got lucky with the fam. Like even yesterday, I flew out to New York and Ocean had dance class. And so I told my brother Easton, you know, this is what time she has to be at dance. This is what she wears. And he FaceTimed me after dance and she had her hair in a little bun. And he was just like the cutest little father figure uncle in the entire world. It's wild to see my brother take on such a position. Whoever ends up with him is going to be very, very lucky. And Ocean loves her Uncle TT. So I'm like, Easton, you ready for 2? I think he's going to be really hyped if it's a boy. I feel a lot of pressure bringing a boy into the world because Easton's like, I'm trying to play sports with the next kid. And I'm like, you're giving me a little bit of anxiety. Like there's so much pressure now that I feel like I have to produce the family with a boy. Because even my mom's like, I'm really ready for a boy. I'm like,
I just feel like it's a boy.
my mom feels like it's a boy. I want to know, what do you guys gather from that sonogram? Because the profile to me was screaming boy as well. But then my agent, because I'm bougie and have one of those now, said that it looked like a girl. So I don't know. What I do know is that's a good looking brain. That is a good looking brain. And the doctor said it's healthy and that's all we care about. Have you felt the baby move yet? I have not felt the baby move yet. I just got through my first trimester, so I know, if I remember correctly, I didn't feel Ocean move either quite yet. It's wild that you even get a picture that clear of like the profile of the baby, because I asked the tech, I was like, how big is it right now? And she's like, it's like this big. You can see a whole face on it. That is so wild to me, right? Congratulations, La. We can't wait to see your baby journey. Oh, I'm just excited to be, I mean, it's going to be a completely different experience than with Ocean. Also, because we were in the middle of a pandemic when I was pregnant with Ocean and when I gave birth to her. So it is a little bit different being pregnant and like nauseated and tired and still having to like pull it together to make sure the bills are paid on time. Let's see the bump. Ah! I don't know if it's a bump quite yet. Maybe it is though. Can we see it? Oh, dang, my butt looks good right now. Right? I can't tell if it's a bump or if it looks like I've just had one too many Heineken Zeros. I don't know. Do you feel like this pregnancy is different from Ocean? What's hard is with Ocean, I laid in bed all day. So if I were nauseated, I probably wouldn't have even known because I stayed eating and sleeping because we were literally in the pandemic. Whereas with this baby, like I said, we're not able to skip a beat. It was like I said I was pregnant, everyone congratulated me, and I got to enjoy like my holiday. But come January, it was back to work. And I have a lot of emotional support, and my mom steps up to the plate. But there's one thing I'm very, very proud of, and it is financially, it is just me. What does that say? Boy. Oh, the chat says that it's a boy bump. Lisa, Mom.
I think I'm onto something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You guys tune into the next live and I'll be revealing with you guys. We're going to find out if it's a boy or a girl. So make sure if you haven't clicked the follow button for me on Amazon Live, you need to do that so that you're alerted every time I go live on Amazon, because literally the next time I'm here, we're going to find out. Oh my gosh. That just made me so nervous. What was I talking about before this? I have pregnancy brain. I feel like it's different. Oh, financially, it's just me, which I feel like kind of a bad A, because I'm like out here grinding and like producing children and things like that while also, you know, paying the bills on time. But it's wild that like I can't skip a beat. You're nauseated. Well, you better get it out, girl, because the bills don't stop and you have a second kid to support. Wow, I'm having a little bit of anxiety, guys. How are you feeling? You look gorgeous. That is very nice of you to say. I'm actually feeling fantastic. Coming out of the first trimester, I'm like still a little bit sleepy, but the nausea has definitely subsided. Do you already have names picked out? I do have names picked out, and unlike the name Ocean, Ocean was going to be the name whether it was a boy or a girl. With this baby, I have a name picked out for both. So I'm really excited about that too, figuring out if it's a boy or a girl, because I'm already also thinking about what tattoo I will get when the baby comes out and I have to pay homage to it, or I want to pay homage to it. I've got the Ocean wave for Ocean and an O. And I'm like, oh, the moment I find out what this baby is, I'm going to have to start thinking about, because Ocean, it's obviously like, it's easy, right? Easy tattoo idea. But the other two, a little bit more difficult. I just had my son. My babes are 16 months apart, and yes, you do have that much love. I love both my babes. Yeah, I had a feeling. I'd love them both the same. Are you doing a gender reveal? Yes, you guys, I'm doing a gender reveal on Amazon Live with you guys, because if you're just tuning in, keeping it from you guys was probably the hardest. I did 1 or 2 Amazon Lives when I had just found out that I was pregnant, and I tell you guys everything. Like, I overshare with you all. And keeping it from you was very intense. So I want to make sure that we experience the gender reveal together. I did that with my daughter. Her sister is also her baby. That baby is now 3, and she still says her baby, and I love it. It's the communal baby, you guys. It's so wild because so many of my friends that I told, they're like, why do I feel like I'm having a baby? I'm like, you are. Like, do you understand we're all having a baby right now? They say it takes a village to raise a child for a reason, and it's because it 100% does. And I feel so freaking lucky to have the people I have around me, because it's not just my family, like blood related. My friends have stepped up, and their families. Like, we truly are a pot of orgas, and I love it. What are some things you'll do different second time around? Ooh, I don't know exactly what I would do different. I feel like if there's one thing I'm pretty certain about, not that I haven't gone through like the mom guilt, because we all do, but if there's one thing that I could say, it's like, I feel like I'm kind of crushing it as a parent. And so just looking at my daughter, I'm like, wow, you're such an incredible human, and you're only 3. And I don't know if I can take credit for that, or if this is just how you came out. But I feel like the one thing that's going to be different with this baby is I kind of know the drill now. And I know when he or she pops out, I'm not going to look at the nurse when they're like, you can go home now, and think, how do I keep this thing alive? Like, I know how to keep it alive. Because that is the most terrifying thing. For those of you who are expecting your first, when the nurse says, like, we're ready to discharge you, you look at the infant and you're like, hold up. I'm supposed to take it home and keep it alive. And it's so floppy too. You're like, how do I keep it from not snapping its neck? I know it sounds intense, but I'm here to spread the wild truth about having babies. Scary. And if you think that you have like toughness, just wait until you have a child, because no one will check you harder. Ocean constantly humbles me. That's one thing I hope with this baby. I hope that this baby wants to cuddle me a lot. Because Ocean looks at me like she has a million other things that are more important to do than cuddle her mom. Like try on my heels. Run through my closet. Close the door and tell me to get out.
She loves you to tickle her back, though.
Oh, yes, my daughter does love, thank you, Mom. My daughter does love me to tickle her back. You're an inspiration to those who don't have a marriage but want to have children now. That is my biggest hope, is that people can start separating the two. I think for the first time I realized when I was telling people I really wanted another baby and I was going the donor route, the first thing that most, I don't want to say most, it had to do with an older generation. They would say to me is, you're going to find love again. And I'm like, well, what does love have to do with bringing a baby into the world? Like, I've seen a lot of people who don't have love and have children. So if you're wanting children and you're just waiting for the person to arrive to give that to you, like there are many other options. And I explored other options. It was not just like I'm getting a donor. I looked into adoption. I just knew like I love being a mom and I don't want to wait. And like I said, I don't want to share my child again. It's something that I've experienced and I refuse to experience it again. My heart, again, is always going to be up for grabs, but like my child is not going to be. I just loved being pregnant. So I'm like, let's go the donor route, because I do love being pregnant and I love being like, sorry, can't help, I'm pregnant. I really love milking that, you guys. And then my brother says, what was your excuse before you were pregnant? I was like, that I was trying to get pregnant. What's the biggest craving? Anything yet? So happy for you. You guys probably don't know what this is. It's called Cafe Rio. And I grew up on it in Utah. It's like the most fantastic, it's Mexican food, and I crave it all day, every day, and also a lot of apple juice. Oh my gosh, presents!
There you go.
Thank you. You guys, chocolate and Perrier, and I can eat it in the bed without anyone judging me now, right? It's a sight to see me pregnant, because now I think about it and I'm like, I can eat in the bed because I'm pregnant. Face full of zit cream, because yes, I do have hormonal acne again, which I suffered with Ocean as well. Thank you guys, I love you, Amazon. I'm exactly right around where you are in my first pregnancy. So exciting. I'm wishing you a happy and healthy delivery. You're going to crush it, just so you know. I'm like cracking jokes about how you keep it alive. There's something that happens when you give birth, actually the moment you get pregnant, where you just know what to do. Like, being a mom is just inside of us, and you're going to crush it. Ocean will be the best big sister. Do you think she'll be jealous of the new baby at all? Mom, do you see Ocean getting jealous?
No.
Not at all.
I don't see Ocean getting jealous either. I think she's going to kind of want to kick me out of the picture.
She's going to want to take care of
Baby. Feed the baby, change the
Yeah.
baby.
Ocean is obsessed with babies, and I think that she's really going to be hands-on. I think the moment the baby comes home, she's going to be completely obsessed. And with that photo that you guys are seeing right now, with her kissing the tummy, so we were trying to figure out what we wanted the photo to be, and we looked up a bunch of, Pinterest inspo pics, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Ocean to like kiss my belly, which is what a lot of them were doing, and she did that on her own. It was wild. Like, the moment she saw the belly, she wanted to like hold it, squeeze it, kiss it. It was actually very, very cute and sweet. Look at that smile. Do you find yourself more emotional while pregnant? Well, I wasn't pregnant all season of season 11 of Vanderpump Rules, and I cried often. I'm just a crier by nature. Mom, have I cried more since being pregnant?
I think we all have.
I feel like I've cried less. I don't know. I'm just so thrilled about life. I find myself laughing a lot, like belly laughs. And I think that what I read is that's super important, like the vibration to the baby is really, really good for it. So that's another reason why I love doing this with you guys, because y'all give me belly laughs. Like, I'll leave here and be like, remember what WK said? Remember what Dallas said on the live? It's like a group of homies. So you guys are all contributing to my belly laughs that are good for my baby. Ocean humbles you, but she also helps you be the strongest person you can be. That's very true in many areas. And she's a little firecracker. So not only am I tough because obviously I'm a mama bear now, but if I'm not tough, she will break me to my core. La, love you. I'm at work. Just jumped on to let you know how excited I am for you. You are truly an amazing human being. You guys, I so needed this love. I think this is another reason why I love coming on Amazon Live, because you guys make me feel so good. And I hope I do the same for you. Will you take time off to be with the baby? I have let my team know. Ideally, I was like, 4 weeks would be great. 6 weeks would be even better. If you can give me 8, we are in perfect shape. But we'll see if that happens. I feel like 6 will be the sweet spot. 6 will be, and I know how some of you feel about this. I do have the baby, the night nurse on deck, okay? Just saying. Have the new baby bring a gift for Ocean when you bring him or her home from the hospital. We did this and it was great. Big sis still remembers where she got her gift from. That is adorable and maybe gonna make me cry a little bit. That's a great suggestion, and I'm gonna do that. I'm so happy that I got to do this with you guys. I guess I do cry more often. I completely just botched my theory of it. I'm just so happy. I am so happy. These are tears of joy. I love you guys so much. This was the funnest experience. Remember, tune into the next live because we'll be finding out if this little babe is a boy or a girl. I love you all. Have the best week. I'll catch you next time.
I just loved this Amazon Live, and I love that she just was able to sit down and chat, and I totally cannot wait for the gender reveal. You know I'll be bringing it here to this channel. I was so mad that YouTube had me temporarily shut down, per se, when she announced that she was even having baby number 2 a week ago. I was so mad. But anyways, so Lala announced that she was expecting baby number 2 when she shared a photo of her small bump as Ocean looked up at it on Instagram. along with a snap of her and Ocean taking vitamins. And of course, Lala's were prenatal. It was the cutest 2 pictures ever. And then she went live on Amazon Live, which we just saw. I love that she was able to just open up and talk about some of the biggest struggles that she's been thinking about so far, and just how she told her family and friends that she was expecting, what she loves about the people that she is surrounded by, and just being more prepared on what to expect now after having Ocean, which that's kind of what I'm scared about, because I do plan to have a child hopefully soon, and it will be our first, and that's a scary, scary feeling, but also then you feel that love, and I just can't imagine. So, can't wait. I'm happy that she got to talk about her concerns when it comes to maybe when Ocean might say, why does the baby get to stay and I have to go leave to visit dad? I think that's going to be something that definitely might happen, and it's something that she's going to have to then explain. And I'm so glad that she's already thinking about it, just like she's thinking about what if the baby asks who their dad is one day. I know that's a concern too. And I think she's handling it very well. I think Ocean will be an amazing big sister. And right now, she is just the baby sister to Randall's 2 daughters with his ex-wife, Amber Childers. And actually, I think Ocean will be like, just like another sibling to love on and love, and she'll get it at mom's home, and I think that's great. But Lala and Amber are very close, and they were actually celebrating Ocean's birthday party together this past weekend, and they had some amazing photos that I'm going to share with you guys right now.
Feeling jaded up. Used to trip off that shit I was kicking to you. Had some fun on a run, though I give it to you, but baby, don't get it twisted. You was just another nigga on the hit list, tryna fix any issues with a bad bitch. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage? Fuck your white horse and a carriage. You never could imagine. Never said you could have it. You
Whew. Looking good, baby. Keep that leg straight in the back. Yes.
I'm tired.
Yes. Ooh, we could see the baby. Ooh. Ah. I love the face. You're like, screw you.
It looks like Lala has all of her ducks in a row, and she is doing the best to make it work and just be herself and make it her priority to keep Ocean happy as well as keeping herself happy and creating a family for them. How do you think she's handling the situation? I want to know what you guys are thinking about all of it. Do you think that she'll make another wonderful mother? I think she'll be a great mom of 2. And though it seems scary, I think she will handle it just well. 2 little Lala personalities going around. She's going to have a whole lot of fun, especially because she is just a ball of fire. I love her. But let me know what you all think down below. Make sure to then, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. And make sure to go back and hit notifications to all so you can get notified every time I post a video or go live, because I will be putting the gender reveal up on here as well. And just make sure to like this video and let me know what you thought about it. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day, and don't let anyone dull your shine. Bye, everyone.